Power BI's popularity is skyrocketing, but how can you use that to make money in 2020? My name is Avi Singh. I'm a Microsoft MVP, partner, a best-selling Power BI author, and expert. And not just that, I have helped hundreds of others to get the same success through my Learn Power BI training programs. Now, this video is a collected wisdom from all that, just so I can show you all the different ways you can make money with Power BI in 2020. Now, we're going to cover the conventional approaches. There's the Power BI job, consulting, training, and in those, we're going to talk about all the different options available within that. We're going to talk about how you can maximize your earnings using each of those options, and also bust some common myths. But we're going to go beyond that after this and share with you some unconventional approaches. And one of them is pioneered by one of our students, Kenneth Tyler, and this is so unique, he might be the only person doing this in the whole world. You got to check this one out. I'll also warn you about a popular idea that won't make you money, so make sure you watch till the end. Now, this video may go fast. Feel free to watch it again if you need to, and if you are watching it again, there's going to be a table of contents in description which you can use to jump to a specific section of the video. I'm also going to include all the links to other videos and resources that I mentioned in the description below. And lastly, if you have any ideas or tips which you think can be helpful to others, make sure to leave them in the comment below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click that bell so you are notified whenever I go live to answer your Power BI and career-related questions. Let's get started with our first one on our list, Power BI job. So how much money can you make with a Power BI job? Well, in USA, you can expect to make anywhere between 50 to 200,000 and beyond per year. Now, hey, if you're interested to know more precise numbers about the income that a Power BI professional can earn, that is coming later, so hold on, watch out for that. So how do you go about getting a Power BI job? Well, it's going to be a three-step process, and there is a little bit of secret sauce involved. I'll talk about that. So first step is definitely to skill up. You definitely need Power BI skills to get a Power BI job. And a great way to start there is my #1 ranked Power BI tutorial, and we're going to link to that in the corner and down in the description below. But skills alone is not enough. A crucial factor can be real Power BI experience, but then you gotta have something else which elevates you above the competition, puts you head and shoulders above the other applicants possibly for the job, and that is a secret sauce. Now, I have already covered that in a lot of detail in my earlier video, how to find a Power BI job guaranteed in 3 genuine steps. We're going to link to that again in the corner and the description. So if you're interested in that, go check that video out. So that is about how to get a Power BI job, but well, how can you make more money doing it? Well, of course, you want to add, you want to bring a lot of value to your employer. But besides that, the truth is that you can stay at the same company, but most likely, most of the Power BI professionals get a jump when they change jobs. In fact, one of our Pro Plus members recently switched jobs and got a salary which was well into the 6 figures, got a big bump compared to their previous salary, and not just that, they had the privilege of watching multiple employers kind of fight over them in trying to hire them. Now, that is well and good, but I do want to remind you, my friend, that money isn't everything. So make sure you consider the other factors. You consider work-life balance or other factors that are important to you. Consider kind of the longevity of your career, not just that next job, and make sure you make the decision based on that. Now, hey, real quickly at this point, I'll say that sometimes companies get really upset with me and they talk about, Avi, you're trying to lure our employees away, encouraging them to switch jobs and encouraging them to leave their jobs and become consultants. Well, what I would say is that, if you really are interested in retaining your top Power BI talent, then everything that I said from the employee's perspective earlier still applies to you. Now, obviously, you do want to pay your employees a competitive market salary, but besides that, give them an environment where they can thrive, they can flourish, and they're going to love you for that. So let's move on from Power BI job to the Power BI consulting. How much money can you make in Power BI consulting? Well, that can range anywhere from $50 to $500 hour and more. And if you are interested in getting precise numbers, well, you know what, that's coming soon. Now, I'm going to start this section by busting some myths because they are so prevalent and, well, they're just not true. So myth number one is often when I talk to people about consulting and so forth, the first thing that I hear is that, oh, I can't do that because I can't leave my job, and fill in the blank. They give their own genuine reason. Often it's like family, this, that, and so forth. But my friend, that's not the reality. You do not have to leave your job to become a consultant. You can actually gradually step into this role. That's what I would recommend. And then decide to switch or not. And I really would like to encourage you to stop thinking of this as a black and white, as an absolute decision that either I'm keeping the 9-to-5 job or I'm out on the street by myself. And think of this as more of a continuum, as a choice. Now, the reality, though, is that the world is kind of moving in this direction. So this is coming from the freelancing study in America study, and which is projecting that by 2027, majority of the workforce is going to be freelancer. So it can't hurt to start moving in that direction, or at least getting ready for it. Now, it just so happens that freelancers also tend to make more money. So hey, that might be an incentive for you. All right, so that is myth number one, and let's call it busted, shall we? All right, let's move on to myth number two, and that is, oh, being a consultant means working long hours and travel. And yes, that myth has been perpetuated, and are there folks like that? Sure, but you are in control when you go on this journey. You are in control for the life you want to create for yourself. And with Power BI, it's definitely possible, if you choose to work 100% from your home, in your bedroom, in your pajamas, which I'm not saying that's what I'm doing right now, but you could do that if you wanted to, right? So, and again, the Power BI can pay well enough that you can choose to work 20 hours or less per week. So again, you are in control of your life. And hey, I'm gonna have an expert speak on this. One of our Pro Plus members, who I am a huge fan of, Charles Elwood. He runs his Power BI independent Power BI consulting company, solismatica.com. And I couldn't have said it better. I'm slightly paraphrasing him, but his intent is still there. So this is what he had to share. And he said, Avi, I've basically retired. And later I asked him, and he's around 40. And he says, I've basically retired, and now I do what I like. I do what I love with the folks that I like and on my own terms. And it just so happens that in my retirement, I'm making more money than before. So myth number two, my friend, is just not true. Busted. So what are the different ways you can do Power BI consulting? Well, you already probably picked up on this already, but you can work with remote clients. You can be anywhere in the world, and your clients can be anywhere in the world. You can do in-person consulting. Now, you can do this for the companies around you in your area, local, or you can travel for this, totally up to you, or combine these three in any combination that you choose to, that works for you. Now, of course, the question is, how do you become a Power BI consultant? Now, it'll be pretty hard to fit all that into this video. In fact, I run a whole program dedicated just to that, just to train and coach and guide people to become successful Power BI consultants. The program is called Six Figures Power BI Consultant, or Pro Plus for short, and we're going to link it up in the corner and down in the description below. The link is also shown on the screen. You can go there to find more details. Pro Plus enrollment is opening soon, so if you're interested, definitely go there and check it out and find out more details. So I promised that I'm going to share a way that you can get more precise numbers on how much do Power BI professionals earn in a job as consultants. Maybe you're looking to find out in your own country or in your own specific state. Well, you can do that by going to Power BI Money Survey. The link is in the corner and down in the description, and you can find out more details about how much Power BI professionals earn by participating in that survey. Now, the last thing I'll mention in Power BI consulting is that often people say, well, great, I want to be a Power BI consultant, and Upwork has to be the way to go, right? I mean, after all, it's got millions of users on that platform. I definitely have my views and opinions on that, and everybody may not agree with it as well, but I have covered that on my second channel, youtube.com/poweronnow, and we're going to link to that specific video again in the corner and in the description down below. So that was Power BI consulting. Let's move on to our next step, which is Power BI training. So how much can you earn if you're doing Power BI training? Well, at least for in-person training, your rates could be anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 and beyond per day. So that is in-person training, but of course there are two options. You can deliver the training online, which is what I do. I'll talk about that in a second, or in person. The rates I shared were for in-person training per day, but you have both options. In online, you have two formats in which you can deliver the training. You can deliver it recorded, which is what I do, or you can deliver it in live classes where you're live and your audience is live at the same time. They can chat with you if they want to and so forth, right? And again, both modes are valid. They are being used by different Power BI trainers. Now for online training, there's one other aspect, which is you can focus more on kind of B2B, basically going to companies and having companies send their employees to your training, or going to individuals or customers where they themselves are choosing to join your training. And I'll share what I do in just a second. On the in-person side, of course, what you can do is you can host a training class. So I hold the class, plan to hold the class in Seattle in early 2020. And so it's going to be here and everybody comes to that class. Or you can go on site to a corporate location and deliver a training over there. Of course, that can have different flavors. Sometimes when we do that, we customize the training for them. We use their own data sets and so forth. And, both can be fun for sure, but yeah, those are you can do. Now, as far as I'm concerned, if you ask me, in-person training is mainly focused towards businesses, B2B. I think the B2C market is pretty small. So mostly this is companies wanting their employees to be trained. So either they would send it to your class which you're hosting, or they would call you at their company. So I already talked about a little bit of this. I do a little bit of all of that. I do on-site trainings and other stuff. I do host training classes, but my main focus is certainly online training. The way I deliver this is recorded, although we have live elements as well, Q&A sessions and so forth. And my focus, at least right now, is singularly towards customer. We're not really focused that much on companies. These are individuals who are stepping up and really kind of investing in themselves. Related to this is our idea, the idea which is really popular but won't make you money, and that's coming at the end of the video, so make sure to hold on for that. So that was Power BI training. Let's take a twist and go the unconventional route. And this is where Kenneth Tyler comes in. He's a Pro Plus member in our Learn Power BI family. And as I had mentioned, as far as I know, he might be the only person doing it this way in the whole wide world, because this is so unique. So Kenneth Tyler, my friend, is the world's one and only personal Power BI trainer. Now, of course, this is so bizarre. You might be asking, well, what in the world is a personal Power BI trainer? Well, the easiest example is if you think about somebody training at the gym, and you can hire a personal trainer at the gym, and what they can do is they can educate you based on your specific needs. They can train you to use correct form, let's call them best practices. They can create a plan for your success, and you can follow the path, right, step by step. They can help you avoid injuries or mistakes. They can get you over challenging plateaus and roadblocks, and the whole goal is to get you better results faster. That's your personal trainer at the gym, and Kenneth Tyler is your personal Power BI trainer, which is going to give you the same results as you would get, so you get the idea. I kind of messed that up. All right, so basically he's going to help you with all of that, but in a Power BI setting. Help you based on your specific needs, train you in best practices, create a plan you can follow for your success, help you avoid mistakes and kind of time wasted, and get you over challenging roadblocks and plateaus. So that's Kenneth Tyler, my friend, the unconventional approach. So hey, at this point, if you have any crazy ideas, thoughts you've had, or you've seen of unconventional ways of making money with Power BI, leave them in the comment below. Let us know. I'll share some of the other ideas that I have seen. And another one which I'm seeing quite often now is this idea of combining business with Power BI. Easiest to show that with examples. I want you to meet Matt Bracken, another one of our Learn Power BI members. Now, Matt Bracken is a business owner. He's the CEO of Primetime Energy Group LLC. His business has been around for a long time. And his job is as an energy broker advisor to help his clients save a ton of money. So that is his business. But now he's kind of layered that on and combined that with Power BI. He's worked with us to build this beautiful energy dashboard. And that's the Power BI element. And now he's combining both of those. And the way he's doing it is quite beautiful. He's using it for pre-sales and sales. So when he's meeting with potential clients, he's going to show his dashboard. And of course, it looks so beautiful. It's pretty easy to convince them, right? And say, oh, look at this. You can have this. You can have all the detail. You can monitor the energy costs and get the best energy savings for yourself. And once they become clients, they do get a version of that. They do get access to the report. They can monitor energy prices and so forth, right? So, and I'm sure his business is more involved in that, but you can see how Power BI has been kind of woven into that and elevates him and his business to a whole new level. So that's a great way to make money by combining business and Power BI. By the way, if you want to watch Matt present his energy dashboard, is one of my favorite presentations, then we're going to link that, you know it, in the corner and down in the description below, and you can watch his complete presentation. It's something definitely you want to see. I'll just mention one quick example of Mark Frater. He's another one of our Pro Plus members. He is the CEO of Lean Firm, a management consulting company, and he focuses on government agency and housing authority, but that's where he's taken kind of his business of management consulting, Six Sigma process improvement, and combined that with Power BI reporting. And now he also includes in his services kind of a Power BI report subscription so people can monitor the results that he's getting and make sure they stay on that process improvement track. Mark Frater should be featured soon on our channel, so make sure to look out for that. Stay subscribed, and yes, click that bell. So hey, so what action do you need to do? Well, if you are a business owner, maybe like Matt or Mark, well, the good news is you don't necessarily need to have any Power BI skills. You could just hire us, well, like Matt Bracken did. And if you need to do that, just head over to learnpowerbi.com and click the Contact Me button. On the other side, if you are a Power BI professional, think about the tremendous opportunity that's in front of you. There are so many traditional businesses out there who could use your help, and you could really help them bolster their business, take it to the next level by helping them combine it with Power BI. So yeah, I mean, you reach out to these traditional businesses and see if you can find some that you can work with. So that's our unconventional approach of combining business and Power BI. Another one that I would mention that is not that common is building apps and templates. Now, you've probably seen this or heard about it. Microsoft does have an app marketplace, and there are lots of apps on there, and you could publish your own. So, okay, yeah, this is a video. I'd forgotten about that. So great. So that's the app marketplace, and the way it works, so I just took a screenshot of one random app, apparently not very popular, MailChimp app, just has 1 star, but that's okay. It gives you the idea, and what it does is that somebody can install that app, connect to their own data, and then basically they get their own set of reports using their own MailChimp data in this case, but it could be any other system. Let's see, I think I have a video of it in action as well. So once I've connected to it, then I'm going to have a dashboard again with my own MailChimp data. So if you're the customer's own MailChimp data. So that's how apps work. So again, the idea is that you can build this and publish this and charge for it on the marketplace. Now, so that is Power BI app is a service. Something happened here. You can also, so that Power BI app is going to be a service they consume kind of every month through the web portal. You can also kind of give them the keys to the kingdom, which is basically the source code or the Power BI desktop file. That is the Power BI template, and you can charge for that. So apps and templates, if you're interested, again, kind of a niche area, but if you're interested, we're going to have the links down in the description for those videos if you want to find out more. And again, so the option is that you can sell apps, templates, or both. One other area that I would mention is custom visuals and custom connectors. And this is an other bucket because this actually needs developer skills, not really Power BI skills, but that's somewhat related to the Power BI area as well. All right, so I'm going to be covering next the popular idea that won't make you money. But let's kind of recap at this point. You already know that Power BI popularity is skyrocketing, and I've shown you all the different ways you can make money with Power BI in 2020. But my friend, there's one step which is crucial, which is taking action. Without you taking action, nothing in your world would change. Now, if the path amongst all the ones that I showed, the one that you were interested in is the Power BI consulting path, then I definitely encourage you to check out my program, the 6 Figures Power BI Consultant, or also called Pro Plus. And you have the link up in the corner and down in the description. So let's move on and talk about the popular idea that won't make you money. Now, a lot of people who follow me, and of course they follow all the other superstars and celebrities, and they get this idea that, oh great, that I see them, they seem to be successful, so that's what I need to do. I'm just going to jump on YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, blog, or whatever, and that's it, and make it big. And my advice would be that don't do this. Now, hey, I love YouTube. I love social media in general. Social media is awesome. For one, man, I had slogged away in the corporate America for 15 plus years, and I had little to show for it. When the layoffs came around, I was still scared that I might lose my job. But in less than 2 years on YouTube, I built a life of freedom I love. But social media without a plan is a fool's errand. You might find yourself doing a lot of work with little results. So my friend, make sure you know what is your goal, what is their next step of your audience, how would you monetize it? And of course, inside our Pro Plus program, we also share the right way to do social media so that you go in with a plan. So hey, I wish you the very best of success in 2020, and let's make it our best year yet. Until next time, power on, my friend.